From the day child was born, humans are fascinated of how small they are and how adorable they look. Children are intelligent beings when they get older. They are filled with curiosity about the world and wonder what kind of adventure awaits them. However, there are questions that lingers linguists and adults. How does a child learn a language? Where did language come from? How does a child acquire a language? Is it through nature or nurture? Is there a specific age for a child to learn a language? Lastly, why is it so important for a child to learn their first language? And when is the second language acquisition present?
Baby finger, where are you? Here I am,
To do so, you need the guidance of the parents. Why is that? They've been interacting with the parents at various stages, from babbling as toddlers to forming different words that can acquire a language in the long run.
Around the month of September, researchers were assigned to conduct an observation on a 3-year-old boy named John Aldrich from Barangay Tatabunan, Talalora, Samar. He is a smart and friendly little boy who is loved by many. Every 2 weeks or so, they will observe the boy on how he speaks, interaction with his peers, and what are the languages used in his household. Here, there's also the observation for the last 2 months. The researchers gave 4 theories to support their claim in the study: the interactionist theory, behaviorism theory, acquisition learning hypothesis, and the motherist theory.
The father of modern linguistics, Noam Chomsky, according to him, children must acquire a language at a young age, since they can go through a phase where their linguistic attentiveness becomes more comprehensive rather than being late in their lives. Reason why language plays a vital role in our lives. Since the child is already 3 years old, interacting with his parents and other relatives in his home, or children at his age, it's relevant on this topic why language exists.
The interactionist social theory proposes that language exists for the purpose of communication and can only be learned in the context of interaction with adults and other children. It stresses the importance of the environment and culture in which the language is being learned, since American psychologist Jerome Bruner believes that social interaction plays a fundamental role in the development of cognition in general and language in particular to the language acquisition support system. Refers to the social and cultural experiences that support and encourage language acquisition.
This includes child-directed language exposure, example, parent-based dialogic reading, and etc., as well as the various activities children engage in while also receiving exposure to language. When John watches television, shows or plays with his friends by watching TV, he is able to hear and use the words he has not heard from his parent without prior knowledge in the use of grammar. Same goes with his friend every time they speak to one another.
Station learning hypothesis is one of the 4 theories used throughout the study. For John Aldrich, he is familiar with his native language or first language called Waray-Waray, a language used by his parents and the people around him inside of his household or the community that he is in. Acquisition learning hypothesis is one of the 4 theories used throughout the study. For John Aldrich, he is familiar with his native language or first language called Waray-Waray, a language used by his parents and the people around him inside of his household or the community that he is in.
What language or languages is spoken at home?
Waray.
So Waray-Waray and English.
Since he's exposed to the gadgets and his mother teaching him another language, which is the English, it becomes his second language on what we are called second language.
What kind of shows or videos help to develop the vocabulary of the child?
You watch the Cocomelon, Puppy, and the Paw Patrol. That's all.
It is commonly used by mothers when their child is still toddler. However, they may be familiar or not, they would call this theory as baby talk.
which is the negative aspect in a child's language development. But to bring to light, this theory is called motherism, or infant-directed speech. This is the positive outcome for his parents, teaching their children special baby words, short sentences, and simplified grammar, exaggerated speech melody, and a very repetitive style. The mother and relatives of John Aldrich use this approach so it does not confuse the child when he attends school next year and to slowly adapt this worldviews.
At the end of this documentary and study for 2 months, based on the observation discussion made by the researchers, they are able to make a conclusion by presenting the outcome of their analysis based on a 3-year-old Filipino boy.